to work with her on getting out of my space. She is a super sweet dog, loves to be loved on, and I think she uses that to her advantage a little bit. She'll try to basically crawl on your lap. She gets real submissive and rolls over to kind of avoid you making her do anything. Her owners say she jumps on them. She doesn't jump on me a lot. I haven't had to get onto her much for that. She will kind of put her foot up on me, and that's also like a submissive gesture, but in a way that she's saying, I'm still going to get what I want even if you don't want me to do that. So I've been trying to kind of eliminate that a little bit. The place behavior is really convenient for this because she has to stay on her place and she's away from me. And if she was to come off her place, I'll put pressure on her and then take her back to her place and put her back where she belongs. So she's really creepy on her commands, as in she doesn't take a sit command from far away. She doesn't take a down command from far away. She wants to be right up next to you. And so I'm going to try to eliminate a little bit of that because for the most part, if we're asking our dogs to go get stock, they can't grovel at our feet, right? You may need your dog in close for pen work. You may want your dog in close with you to walk cattle away from a gate. But for the most part, herding is basically telling them, go get the thing and bring it to me. Go get things and bring it to me. And their reward is the work, not what they get from you, except for you're allowing them the chance to work, right? There's no big reward. There's no, oh my gosh, you did such a good job, because that would undermine what I'm trying to get done with her, which is to remain in that place without all the groveling behavior. And the more chatting, the more making a big deal over her that you do, the more she kind of gets into that, oh, look at me, I'm so cute, I can do what I want, I can push into you. So it's, and I hate to say that because you're anthropomorphizing a dog, right? But it's kind of manipulative behavior. She does that and she gets what she wants out of it. So she either, gets to jump on people, or she gets out of being put in the kennel, or she gets out of sitting or downing like she was asked because, oh, she rolled over and showed me her belly and now I'm going to scratch her belly and it's all good. But it's actually not all good, right? So she manipulated a different behavior from the human because of what she's doing. So I just have to break that cycle for her. And then when she goes back home, her owners are going to have to break the cycle as well. And that's easier said than done. So a lot of the back and forth that I did over there was watching the change in her face and watching her body language. So the more grovelly she got, the more I took away the opportunity for me to give her a treat and praise. And then if she remained calm and steady, then I advanced on her and gave her the opportunity to get the treat and the praise, which is what she wants. She's, like I said, very, very people oriented, very, very sweet, very loving. She does want to be loved. Do you see the little anticipation? Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh, I'm going to get something. I'm going to get what I want. And that's when I take the opportunity away from her. And it's very subtle. get that to happen, because if I put pressure on her from this kind of position, I'm just going to be reinforcing that she should be down on the ground, right? So I can step back, take the pressure off of her a little bit, and give her the opportunity to come in again, and offer that sit. So I really would like her head up. I don't want her looking at the ground. I want her to look at me, pay attention, and then not do any of that appeasement behavior. Annie. So feet up is going to be a correction for me, just a verbal. And then when she's looking up, she's calm. Going to give her the treat and the attention. Then I can move away from her, and she's welcome to come with me. Verbal correction for that foot. Now she doesn't have to sit. If she wants to stand there and pay attention to me in a stand, that's fine. Because right now all I'm trying to get is this calm behavior without all the appeasement gestures, which is the pawing, the rolling over, the looking like she's trying to get belly rubs, that kind of thing. So I'm just trying to work away from that and get her in a little bit of different mindset, that just because I've called her to me, this isn't for excitement. If I have not told them to go to stalk, they should not. So if she was to leave my side and go to stalk, it's verbal correction and pressure. Walk at her until I get a response, release the pressure, and tell her what I do want her to do. So you're making a correction, and then you're telling the dog what they were supposed to be doing. Good girl. Good girl. And she can take praise from far away. She doesn't have to take praise from at my feet. So that was good on her part, because she didn't just get up and just come grovel at me. Good girl. So see that head down and that look in her eyes? It's like, I'm going to start crawling up to you. So that's why I go ahead and put a stop to that. So they have to know they can take praise from away. Down. So there's that correction, and I'm just claiming my space back from her. So I gave her a down. She had room to do it. She should have taken the down from where she was. We've been working real hard at her downs, and they are improving. So when she started to come at me, I go ahead and put a little pressure on her, walk into her space, put my arms up, and I'm telling her, I don't want you doing that. I don't want you in my space. I don't want you crawling up to me. And she continues to advance, because that's what's gotten her rewards in the past, right? If I just come into the person and I make myself look innocent and sweet and get my belly rubs, it's all over, and I don't have to do what I was asked to do, right? So I have to continue the correction until I get a result. So I'm just I didn't have anything in my hands that I could use. I don't really want to have to use the leash or collar, because I might inadvertently give her some of that attention that she's seeking out. So I'm going to scoot my feet at her and claim my space back. She immediately rolled over and was like, oh, belly up, I give up. Okay? And a lot of people would stop pressuring her at that point, because they're saying, oh, there's nothing else I can do to get this dog to move. And I'm just going to be persistent. I did not do it harder. I did not do it faster. I just continue to scoot my feet and claim my space. And yes, I was touching her with my feet, and that encourages her to move. As soon as she got up and moved away, I released the pressure. I'm no longer scooting my feet at her. I'm standing up straight. I call her name to get her attention, and then recommand the down. That's what I was looking for. And then she went into a down. I released the pressure, and it's lovely. Okay, so it's just a lot of repetition when you have habits that you have to break. And this is going to be something that she's got to be able to do on livestock. She's got to take a stop command under a down command from 30 feet away or 50 feet away. Wherever she is, she cannot come into you because that's going to change what your livestock are doing. So I'm going to walk to her and give her a treat for that down. I know it's been a minute since she stayed there, but I'm going to walk to her. I do not want her to make any movements to come forward to me. So this is what we've been working on really hard with on her, as she likes to scoot forward as much as she can. So we'll try to do this without getting her to scoot forward. And that was very good. She lifted her foot one time, but she did not scoot forward. Annie, good girl. Same thing, I want her to come to me, head up.